even after doing just a little bit of digging on this song before we started the video. Apparently, the song was inspired by The Who and Led Zeppelin. I'm there. Let's go. Hi, guys. Welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. Bam. I know I am. Trying my best, as always. I'm here. Got something good for you today, I'm guessing. This is courtesy of our patron, Tom. We're going to be listening to the band Triumph. It's been probably a few months since we listened to them. We usually do like live videos for them as well. This is the first time I've done just a studio track of theirs. It's called Magic Power. It was released in 1981. I don't know if it was just like a single or the album. It might have been called Allied Forces. That might be it. I could be wrong though. I don't know. You guys can fill me in, obviously. I've totally enjoyed the other ones we did by Triumph. They rock frickin' so hard, dude. So I'm excited to check this out. As always, let's go. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We set 47,000. This is technically our 47K special, we'll say. And thank you so much, guys. Seriously, it's been a hell of a ride. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't have the words for it. Just this YouTube journey alone. A little of my life, bro. But YouTube has been crazy. Thank you so much for the support. There is a Patreon and a PayPal in the description if you want to support the channel. Alright, Magic Power, Triumph, 3, 2, 1, go.
Something's at the edge of your mind. You don't know what it is. Something you're not sure what it is. Then you hear the music and it all comes crystal clear. The music does the talking and says the things you want to hear. I'm young, I'm wild, I'm free.
I wish.
Got the magic power of the music in me.
I hear some Rush in this.
She climbs in the bed, she pulls the covers over her head, and she turns a little radio on. She's had a rotten day, so she hopes the DJ's gonna play her favorite song. A little magic power makes it better than it seems. She's young now, she's wild now, she wants to be free. She gets the magic power of the music for me. She's young now, she's wild now, she wants to be free. She gets the magic power.
I don't even know how to describe what bands it sounds like. Definitely Rush. A little bit of The Who. Not really though. Maybe this. Snare's great. Wow. What a chorus. Man, I feel this. That's crazy. No, really? What an outro. About to say he was just getting started. Come on, man. That's crazy. I wish that was longer, I'm not gonna lie. I won't complain though. That was awesome. It's not exactly the triumph, that I've heard before, but I think I've heard 2 songs, you know what I'm saying, maybe 3 at the most. So this is just a widening of their birth, I guess, of what they can do in my mind. I think that's pretty cool. I like when bands can do that and they can show you almost like a different side of them. This is a little more, and they still were rocking pretty hard, but this had a little more tenderness to it, shall we say, or maybe it hits a little bit closer to home lyrically, maybe more than the other songs I've heard by them, and I think that's pretty cool. Like I said, it's just kind of expanded what they can do, in my opinion, and that's cool, man. And like I said, I don't know shit about them, but the couple live videos I've watched, it's just like pure high octane energy, the excess of the 80s sort of rock genre, which I love it, you know what I'm saying, but that you could consider them that, I think it makes it, to be honest. But this felt a way more personal. This felt, it's sort of talking about, being young, wild, and free. Like, it's not rocket science. You can figure that one out. But it does, as someone who just turned 31, shall we say, maybe not, I feel like, the world's passed me by already. And I know that's not true at all, but just look at it in my shoes. 10 years ago, I was 21. You know what I'm saying? Now, 10 years later, I'm 31, and my life is literally the complete opposite of what it was 10 years ago. The absolute opposite. And I think that's crazy how time can just flip your life upside down. 10 years from now, I want to make a prediction. It's probably going to be completely different than it is now. But who knows? But to be young, wild, and free again. I'm definitely young. I'm definitely not as wild as I used to be. Definitely not free. Not in any way any sense of the word. Except for, obviously I can walk around whenever I want to. That's about it. But I've got so many commitments and stuff now as an adult and as a father that it's a lot. I'm not going to lie. As someone who was just like 6 years ago, like living on the streets and banging dope and stuff like that, living in abandoned houses, it's changed a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I try not to think about it. Like, I'm just like a horse with blinders on, just focused on the next day. But if I look around and I'm like, whoa, holy shit, here I am. I'm alive. I literally got stabbed in the spine and dragged myself to the fucking road, bro. Like, a lot of stuff happened, man. But I'm not gonna sit here and just hark about it. Sometimes I've got to fill airtime, and sometimes I get inspired, and that definitely inspired me. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, Tom. That lifted my spirits. That's what he said in the comment when he requested the song, is that he hoped it lifted my spirits, and it did. It didn't make me sad. It honestly made me think of some times where I did feel young, wild, and free, man, and those are the days. I can tell you that it was Rick Emmett who was the lead singer there, and I think, other than those like drum fills at the end, and I'd say just like the guitar and the bass overall, the vocals are definitely the highlight with the lyrics, paired with that. He's got a great voice. Like, he can do the power ballad sort of sound very, very well. Because he's got a lot of range, but control as well. Like, he uses his voice very well. And I don't know, I think it's only 3 people, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not looking at anything. I could be totally wrong. It could be 4 people. I think they were a trio, though, right? Or are they 4? I can't remember. I'm not looking right now. I'm trying to make my memory sharp. I shouldn't depend on this to remember stuff. You know what I mean? But I know Rick definitely has a wonderful voice, and I think he was the star of the show here. To be honest, other than the bassist, he was killing it too, man. Absolute monster stuff right there. It definitely had a Rush kind of sound. But it didn't at points. It definitely, I could hear the Who in like the bridge, I'd say, but I didn't hear really Led Zeppelin in there. Maybe this is not as worth as much as you think. But I definitely heard some Who in some points, but mostly Rush and a lot of Triumph. I love that. So thank you, Tom. As always, that was a great request, man. Tom always brings the heat. And if you think you got a good song for me to listen to, like I said in the beginning, there is a Patreon in the description. You can leave a request on the June request thread, I believe. Sorry, I got my months mixed up. You can leave it there, and hey, eventually I'll get it done. Thanks for watching. See you later.